guys, Comic Uno, and also a Player Affinity video review, and today I am reviewing Avengers vs. X-Men issue 6, also called Round 6, and this is the beginning of Act 2 of this big summer event for Marvel. But let's start this review and talk about the cover first. I like this cover because it really shows what happened in the last issue. If you didn't pick up the last issue, 5 people from the X-Men, it seems like Colossus, his sister, Magic, Emma Frost, Namor, and Cyclops are being controlled by the Phoenix. Not really controlled, but I would say they now have the Phoenix, because really, they're not being controlled. They definitely know what they're doing. So, this was the big cliffhanger of issue 5, and now we are continuing in round 6, issue 6, and let's see what happens. Let's see if this is continuing a good streak for Avengers vs. X-Men, because the beginning of Avengers vs. X-Men were really, not that great. Nothing happened. All they were doing was fighting. But now with the last issue, with this issue, with issue 0, I really enjoyed. We're getting a story that is actually pretty interesting, and I have to say I might be enjoying Avengers vs. X-Men. I might, I have to say, but let's see what happened in this issue, see if I like this issue. So, like I said, 5 X-Men are being controlled, and now they're trying to help Earth. They're trying to say, yeah, the mutants aren't bad, this is what mutants could do, and they're helping all with their powers, and showing, yeah, we could end world hunger, we could get water for everybody, we could help Earth, don't hate on the mutants. So, and that's pretty much what they're trying to do, but Scarlet Witch, who's actually becoming a part of this story now, which we knew she was because issue 0 was a mention of her, half the issue was about her, so we knew she was going to be in this series, but how was she going to be part of it? And now we're seeing that she can tell the future, and she's like, Phoenix, this is not good. She's agreeing with the Avengers. This is not happening. But Hope is being, who is also a big part of this event, Hope is being, I guess, kind of in a jail cell, I guess, in Utopia. Even though Cyclops says, yeah, you can leave whenever you want, you have a choice. But when the Avengers come to try to take Hope, he's like, no, you're not leaving. So, yeah, she is stuck on Utopia. That is her jail cell. But Scarlet Witch says, the Phoenix is gonna end this world. It's gonna be a horrible thing, so I'm taking Hope. And Hope is like, yeah, I'm going with her. I trust her. So, Hope and Scarlet Witch, they disappear, and the Avengers disappear. And Cyclops is like, no, this is not happening. You're ruining our plans. No more Avengers. And that's how this issue ends. And we knew Act 2 was going to be all about, no more Avengers. Because that was supposed to be the big part of, Avengers vs. X-Men of this Act 2. Is like, no more Avengers. That was the big slogan. So we now know from this issue that's what Cyclops' goal is. Like, no more Avengers. These are the people that we don't like. These are the people that we have to fight. And these are the people that shouldn't exist anymore. These are people that are in our way for what we want. Hope and the Phoenix. And that was the big part of this issue. And I gotta say, I really liked this issue. Really liked this issue. And I was very surprised. One reason probably because John Romita Jr. is not the artist anymore. You guys probably know from my past Avengers vs. X-Men reviews and other videos I've done, I hate his art. So definitely seeing new art is a breath of fresh air. It's actually pretty good art. It works well with this series. It's definitely, I guess, Avengers kind of type of art that you would see. Definitely really like the art for this. I think a big part of this issue is Cyclops. We get to see how, actually in the beginning of this issue, we get to see Professor Xavier come to Utopia, wants to talk to Cyclops. And Cyclops is like, this is what you wanted. You wanted this for the X-Men, and now I bring it to you. Cyclops thinks in his crazy mind this is the right thing. But Professor Xavier's like, no, not like this. I mean, yes, I had a vision, but this is totally not my vision. You took all my words and twisted it. Took it into a different definition. And that's why I think that was definitely my favorite scene of that, is that interaction between those two, mentor and student. And, how the student is becoming this, I guess the mentor is seeing that his student is not really going on the right track. And Professor Xavier, I don't think he's going to be a big part of that with this event. I don't think he's going to be a big part of that. But I think it was very interesting to see him see all this, see what his X-Men have become. And to tell you the truth, it seems like he's more on the Avengers side. And I see in this issue that people might go to the X-Men side. Yeah, they're doing the right thing. Everything's perfect. But something's gonna go wrong. You know that. Scarlet Witch did see that. It's like, this is not the right thing. I'm excited to see how Scarlet Witch and Hope are gonna kind of team up with this. It should be exciting. I'm excited for Avengers vs. X-Men now. It seems like a good event right now. These 2 issues really prove this event now. You know, it's really changing the course. You know, in the beginning it was like, oh, Cyclops wants to fight whoever. It was just a big fight, but now it's actually getting a story. It's getting story progression. And with this cliffhanger, you're like, I want to see what happens next. And that's what this event should have. With the end of this issue, is like, I can't wait until the next issue. Really, every comic should have that. But with this big event, that's what it should have, you know, changing story. And these 2 big players, you know, Scarlet Witch and Hope, coming together, that's a big thing. And really Scarlet Witch maybe teaming up with the Avengers, where the Avengers are still a little off on her. So it should be interesting. I think we're going to have a lot of other stories come into play, like maybe a lot of other, I guess, mini series events. Maybe Avengers Children Crusade maybe we'll be bringing into here, because that was big Scarlet Witch story. I think we might be bringing those stories a little bit into this event. Maybe Avengers Extinction with Cable. It should be interesting. I'm hoping those things do come into play, but really liked this issue. Really liked it. In the beginning it might have been a little slow, but I think it's because this is a little bit bigger than a usual issue. So that's probably why. It seems like it, at least. I think it's a little bigger. I don't think this is the size of a regular issue. Definitely, yeah, I would say it's definitely a little bigger. So like I said, it's a little bit in the beginning. It's a little, I guess, slow pace. But towards the end, you're like, something's gonna happen here, you know? So the ending is definitely worth it. And this whole story is worth it. And there's great stuff in this issue. And again, I can't believe I'm saying I'm liking Avengers vs. X-Men. I'm glad I am. A Marvel event should have this. And this is a great issue. Great issue. So now I recommend you guys pick up issue 0, issue 5, and issue 6, Avengers vs. X-Men. I think it'll be, you know, that will definitely be good for you guys to pick up for this event if you want to pick up an issue for this event. Definitely. So pick this issue up. I give it 4.5. This is Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Description below to be a link for both my Twitters, Random Situations and Twitter. And guys, follow me. Random Situations at Comic Uno. So follow me there. Get news on my videos. Hope you guys enjoyed. And pick this up. 4.5 for Avengers vs. X-Men. And I think it's going in a great direction. So this is Comic Uno. Bye, guys.